Alright, what's up, family? Today what I'm doing, I'm sharpening my blades. Now, opposed to going and buying new blades for your lawnmower, you can just sharpen them. Save yourself some money and put a skill up under your belt. As I always say, opposed to even taking it to a dealer that specializes in sharpening blades, changing blades. You can do all this stuff yourself. Y'all know how I always speak about, stay away from these overpriced scam artists, contractors. But yeah, so what I'm doing here is sharpening the blades, and then I'm going to store them and put away. The reason I'm doing that because these are my regular blades for my zero turn. And the reason I change it because on my zero turn I put the mulching blades on that. So therefore, these are the regular blades, the mulching blades on that. And now I'm going to sharpen it. All you need is a good grinder. If you can even do it by hand if you don't have a grinder. You get you that block, that sander, and you can just do it by hand. I've seen many people just do it by hand. Take the time, do it at your own leisure. In this case, I'm using a grinder with a good sander on it, and we're gonna sand this to a nice cut. As you can see, I did this one already. Trust me when I tell you, I got them sharp. If I had trust me, they sharp. Keep it nice and sharp. But here we go, it's real simple, folks. Got done with these now. Go on the other side. We got both sides. Go this way. See how dull that is? We're gonna sharpen it up. On the other side. Working over here. Other side. That's it. Let's get out. Let's stop pretty quick. Come on, we're done. Now, as you can see, if you could touch it, I'm telling you, this thing is sharp. Nice and sharp on all the edges. And see how it's nice and shiny too now, right? Like I said, let me see. I'll show you a little bit. This thing is definitely sharp. I mean, it ain't gonna cut like scissors, but you see how that is? Nice and sharp. Now, a lot of people say after you sharpen your blades, you want to put it on a leveler to make sure, because sometimes we make mistakes, folks. Sometimes you might have took a little bit more metal off on one side than the other, and it might be something like this. If it's like that, if you're doing a leveler, then that means you need to balance the other side out. I've been doing this for a while. I do it by eye, just like a cook. Some cooks, when they're beginners, they got to follow all the instructions, but you know how really good cooks, they no longer use the instructions. They've been doing it so long, they know how to do stuff by eye. I know, look, that's balance. And I'm not leaning left to right. That's balance. I've been doing this so long, I know how my blades are balanced. Now, if I was leaning left to right, you know, you'll see something like that there. But I know this right here, this is me totally balanced, and the blades are balanced. So yeah, you want to sharpen your blades, especially if you're storing them. This is how I would say. If you're storing them and you're not going to be using them for a while, I would advise clean them, seal them. I would advise sharpen them, clean them, and store them. Don't just when you're putting your blades up, you just put them up in your basement, your barn, your garage, wherever you're putting them. Don't just put them up and now it's just sitting there collecting dust, because you know, now you're getting a whole bunch of debris on them. So that's what I would advise anyway. When you're not using them, store them properly. Remember, we already sharpened them, so why not store them properly? So when you do use them again, see, it's these gloves. The gloves is for safety. We no longer worry about safety anymore. It's making it harder to put this in here. Look at that. See, I couldn't do that with the gloves on. But yeah, if you're not using them now, just like I would advise you guys, if you're not using them, build yourself a little safety kit. I mean, a storing kit. And you put your blades up when you're not using them. That way you already sharpened them, like we said, but now you're sealing them. So now they stay sharp and clean. And now I store these in my garage, basement, pole barn, or back shed. But I don't leave them open to get rust and all that other nonsense on them. I've seen that happen. I've even been guilty of that in the past. I no longer do that. So when I'm not using the blades and I'm using my mulching kit ones, I clean these, sharpen them, and I store them. So now when I do have to use them again, it's like getting a brand new blade. All right, folks, peace.